I caught my girlfriend cheating. This was my response. Oh, stick around until the end so you can post your opinion. All right, here we go. I was in a relationship that would have been 7 years on the 31st. We hadn't gone anywhere for our anniversary before. We always joked about waiting 8 years before engagement and 10 years to get married. I'm really bad about keeping secrets, but this time I was being really good about it. I booked a room on the beach and was planning on a trip to propose on the beach a year earlier. 2 weeks ago, she talked to my mom about us getting married. Thought she wanted to. She would say if I was ever going to cheat, tell her first so she could leave. 2 months ago, she started to act different, but said it was a new medicine. She has a lot of medical issues, so that made sense. Friday night, she went to bed without saying anything. It was weird for her. I started looking at her Reddit. 7 of the top 35 posts were about cheating from different subs. It clicked. I went to go to bed. Her phone wasn't tucked under her pillow for once. Hadn't gone through her phone, but I had to know. I didn't see anything and felt guilty for looking. But then I saw an archive tag in her text messages. Then I saw it. She was too scared to send a bikini pic, but here she was masturbating for some guy in videos. Messages back and forth were like bad porno lines, only they were from her. This was someone that I'd never met. Don't know if or when they'd met up, but I didn't really care at that point because they had plans to. I woke her up, showed her I knew, and left. Next morning, I had a shitty non-apology about her doing things that were unhealthy for her. This sealed it for me. I was done. I didn't fight with her. I didn't call her names. I just came up with a plan that I had to act on fast. We were supposed to spend Saturday at her dad's 50th birthday. I knew she would be gone all day for that. I got my parents up and called some friends and family members to come and help me. In 6 hours, we moved almost everything out of the apartment because almost everything in there I had bought. Couches, bed, TVs, electronics, dishes, silverware, knives, appliances, towels, blankets, furniture, Wi-Fi router. Almost everything in there I bought. The only things left when we were done were her clothes, some crafting stuff, and some of her Wiccan stuff. Some stuff I didn't want to take with me, so I just threw those in the dumpster. I didn't leave anything. Even the food I'd bought I took with me. There was nothing to sit on and no place to sleep but the floor, with no blankets or pillows. She tried to reach out with calls through Snap, social apps, but I just blocked her, not talking to her. Her parents tried to contact my parents, but my parents blocked them. My family and I have 100% ghosted this girl. Some might call it petty, but I was ready to propose to this girl, and all things considered, I think I handled it pretty well. This guy was pretty tough. Let's hear what our commenters have to say. The first commenter says, heartless. I love it. There's no reason to subject yourself to the theatrical tears after she couldn't even give you a serious apology when you confronted her. Ooh, our next commenter says, not heartless. This is surgical precision. Kudos to you for coming up with an elegant way to remove yourself from drama. Brilliant. Our next commenter says, exactly. This isn't heartless at all. He took what was his and calmly left the situation. Heartless would be some nuclear revenge or crazy unwarranted comeback. Our next commenter says, the precision, the timing, the organization, it's like a Navy SEALs op. Our next commenter says, heartwarming. Good job. The next comment says, hey, if her heart's not in it, why should his? Am I right? The next commenter says, did her parents get to see the videos? That can be a life-changing moment for a cheater. The next commenter says, let's not suggest revenge porn in here. It's illegal and disgusting no matter what went down. Our next commenter says, as a victim of revenge porn, I'd like to thank you for saying this. It's never okay. Of Of course, I can't believe in 2023 it even has to be said. Our next commenter says, "That's disgusting, creepy, and voyeuristic, not to mention basically subjecting family to incest and humiliation. Aside from not respecting someone's right to privacy." Sounds like our commenters are arguing with each other a little bit. The next one says, "Yeah, I agree. The only time you should be showing someone's private videos to someone else without consent is if there's something illegal on it and you're showing the police." Our next commenter says, "They don't need to see the videos, but perhaps they could be made aware of their existence." Our next commenter says, "I guess I just don't see the point. They're all blocked. He can just move on without subjecting himself to more drama." Oh yeah, good point. Our next commenter says, "You're right. It's probably better to just move on and leave everyone blocked." This person says, "At the least, so they stop blaming the wrong party. If they demand proof, oh well." Our next commenter says, "Who cares what they think or who they blame? Their daughter will wind up with an instant boyfriend, and if they can't figure out how that happened, then they're idiots. And original poster has no interest in speaking to any of them again. There's nothing wrong with walking away with not having the last word." Our next commenter says, "Who cares who they blame? They are completely out of his life now, so let them think whatever they want about anything and go ahead with your own life without a second thought about her and her family." Our next commenter says, "I had this mentality when I was going through a divorce. She asked me so many times if I wanted to talk about it or if I was okay. I just always responded with silence or indifference, and it made her so mad. She called me all kinds of names and hurtful things because I wouldn't give her the drama she craved. She cheated on me as well, so there was nothing left for me emotionally. That person is basically dead to me. Why should I bother talking to her?" Our last commenter says, "Wonderfully said. Nothing about this was unemotional. Revenge is always emotional." Whew! There were some really interesting comments in this one. I can't wait to read your comments. Now it's time to give us your opinion. How do you feel about this topic? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming episodes.